Once upon a time, there lived a very beautiful girl called Anna. Anna was so beautiful, and her beauty always intimidated girls of her age group who were always envious of her. Anna moved from her village to live with her sister Ugo in a village far away from theirs. Anna was extremely happy to live in another village as she looked forward to making new friends who would not envy her because of her beauty. Every evening, Anna noticed that the girls in the village would always go to pick some shrimps that they sold at the seafood market. So one day, Anna decided to follow them to the stream to pick some shrimps. Anna saw this as an opportunity to make friends with the girls in the village. So they walked for a while till they got to a place where there were so many shrimps on the floor. They quickly began to pick the shrimps, and Anna joined them to pick as well. Anna noticed that the girls were not so friendly, but she thought to herself that if she was able to impress them by picking so many shrimps, they would see that she is not only beautiful but hardworking and want to be friends with her. Anna was excited and kept going deeper to pick as she noticed most of the shrimps were laying at the far end of where the other girls were focused on. After a few minutes of picking, Anna then noticed that everywhere was quiet. She turned to look around her, but all the girls had gone, leaving only her there. It was dark already, so Anna decided to pick a little more before heading home, when suddenly she noticed that water was enveloping her. Anna never knew that she was in the middle of a stream, and it was then she realized why the girls refused to go deeper where there were many shrimps, as they focused on a certain area which was close to the bank of the stream. The water was fast returning, and Anna was in the middle of the stream. She could not swim, and she was now afraid. She tried to rush to the river bank, but the water had now covered her, and she did not know how to swim. So immediately, Anna saw a tree next to where she was. So she managed to push herself towards the tree and climbed the tree for safety. Anna sat up on the tree for so many hours as the crickets began to chirp and the frogs began to croak. Anna cried for hours as she screamed for help, but no one heard her cries. It was now dead in the night, and Anna was now so tired and sleepy when suddenly she heard some sounds from the water. "Is anybody there? Please help me," she screamed, when suddenly she saw a fisherman and his son paddling their canoe towards her. When the fisherman approached the tree, he asked what she was doing up there, and she quickly told him what happened. The fisherman and his son assisted her down the tree into their canoe, and Anna was so happy and grateful to the man and his son. They took Anna home as she was still new to the village and did not know her way home from the stream. Because Anna was new to the village, she was unaware that the village stream dries up and returns at a certain time. The other girls in the village knew about this, but never told Anna because they envied her and hoped she drowned in the stream. When Anna's sister saw her that night, she was so happy as she had been looking for Anna all night. When morning came, Anna was washing some clothes in front of their hut when the girls caught sight of her. They were shocked and wondered how Anna survived at the stream the previous night. Ona was still eager to be friends with the girls and would walk around the village with them. The girls would always do things to show Ona that they did not like her at all, and this went on for a while till Ona decided to start keeping to herself. Ona would sit at her window all morning, sad as she hoped to have a friend who would like her genuinely and always have her back. This went on for a very long time till one fateful day. Ona's elder sister Ugo was heading to the market and told Ona to go to the farm to harvest some yams that they would eat that night. So Ona was on her way to the farm when suddenly it began to rain. Ona was hurrying back home when she heard someone screaming for help in the farm. She rushed to see who it was, and she immediately noticed that it was Amaka, one of the girls that left her at the stream the other night. Amaka's leg was stuck in a hole, and the rain was falling heavily at the time. Ona helped Amaka set her legs free under the rain, and Amaka could not believe that Ona would help her even after all what Amaka and her friends had done to Ona. Amaka thanked Ona and they headed to their different homes. Many days passed, and one day Ona was heading to the market to give her sister some items she forgot at home that morning. When the girls gathered around her, they said, "Word had reached us that the son of the richest man in the village, Chimobi, was planning to come to your house to ask for your hand in marriage." All the girls in the village had eyes for Chimobi and were furious when they heard that Chimobi wanted to marry Ona. Ona was unaware of their allegations as she had never met Chimobi before and wondered how that could be possible. The girls brought out sticks to beat Ona, but immediately they saw Chimobi rushing to where they stood. They quickly dropped their sticks and ran away before Chimobi got to where they were. This was the first time Ona was seeing Chimobi, and they fell in love with each other at first sight. So, Chimobi escorted Ona home as he was scared for her safety after what had happened. They got talking, and Chimobi immediately remembered Ona's face. "Were you not the girl that was stuck on the tree the other day?" Ona was in shock as she wondered how Chimobi knew that she was stuck on a tree. "I and my father rescued you that night," said Chimobi with a smile on his face. "Oh, I thought your father was the richest man in the village," said Ona, and Chimobi began to laugh as he knew why Ona would think that way. Every night, Chimobi and his father would disguise as fishermen and would paddle their canoe to catch some fishes. They did this to disguise themselves to avoid attention from the villagers as they loved to fish. Ona's mouth was open in shock as she went further to ask Chimobi about the rumor of him wanting to marry her. But Chimobi told her that it was all a rumor as his attention was drawn to it by Amaka, who rushed to his house to tell him about her friend's plan to beat up Ona. He only rushed out to make sure that the girls did not beat Ona because of a false rumor and did not know that Ona was the same girl him and his father saved at the stream some weeks ago. Ona was shocked as she did not know that her small kindness to Amaka the other day when rain was falling had saved her from being beaten to a pulp. Ona and Chimobi became very close from that day, and Chimobi later asked Ona to marry him. They got married, and Ona never yearned for friends ever again, as Chimobi filled that gap in her life and was always there for her. The lesson to be learned from this story is that it is better to be without friends than to be with friends who are envious of you. No matter what you do, they will never like you. So choose your friends wisely. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It helps us grow our channel. I'll see you in our next story. Bye.